Now let's see if I can get this to go so I can get to my tech stuff. Hello, what's up, Springwoods RC? I'm trying to get my stuff to go here. Let me get this over here. Get this in a better position. Ah, there we go. That's a little better. So we got going here. Get this thing fired up. Aha, I can see all my stuff now. All right, get all this set up. One day I'm actually going to learn what I'm doing up here. And when I do, haha, it's going to be rough. All right. Now I can see everybody. Paul Loftus, hey buddy. George Mitchell, California. Joe Girding, hey dude, what's up? SURC is from Germany. Hey man. Brandon Groothouse, dude, what's up, buddy? Haven't seen you around in a while. Scott Donahue, thank you. Iceland checking in. Minnesota Drone Nut. Let's keep Ontario, Canada. All right. Matt Harris, what's up, buddy? Exo Bob, yeah, right there. Let me get my email address up here. One day I'm going to have the opportunity to get vehicles early. One day. All right, there we go. Now my email address. Oh, I messed it up. I messed up my own email address. All right, we're going to remove that, and I'll restart it again. I messed up my own email address. There we go. Exocaged RC. There we go. There we go. Gotcha. Now we're going to. There we go. We get that up there. Now we get everything fired up. All right. Now we're finally all set to go. Sorry about that delay there. All right, Team Sergeant. Hey, buddy. James Von Lindern. How's it going to this? This is the guy that's building the Red Cat Wendigo. All right, Wendigos are awesome trucks. Kansas from Matt. Matt from Kansas. Nigel Chisley. Yeah, you made it, dude. Nice. I don't do the crawler stuff anymore. I'm flying EDF jets and huge planes. I still got my two little planes. I'm not going big ever in planes. Too much up in the air. You can't stop and reset yourself. You crash. I'm not good enough on that. RC Daily wants to see the new chassis build. Right now it looks horrible. Crawlers and ready for skill nats. I have a little present for your Sherp. My Sherp is ready, but it should be pretty neat. This thing looks pretty bad. I mean, it's all jacked up, and the angled skid thing, I've got to get that to ride down like this, and this has got to ride like that, I think is what I got to have it at ride height, and then it drops out. Now, granted, I do have my new shocks. Got some Dravtex. They rebound really slow. And I've only got 10 weight oil in these things. But they really have a lot of dampening to them, you know? So those will go on, see if I get this set up. I got the soft, medium, and hard springs, I believe it is. So I got the stiffer springs right here that I can put on there if I need to, maybe for the back because of the angles or something like that. But anyways, yep, Sherp will be ready. Everything will be going. Hopefully there's stuff that we can drive on around. I want to try to cover the event and do some driving and all that stuff. So, yeah. RC Ohio, you want some sheep, huh? I see your correction. Sheeper shirt. Robert Loloff, hey buddy. I'm not competing in. Yep, same here, Crawlers and Customs. I'm not competing anywhere. I'm bringing my vehicles. If the opportunity arises, you know, and I can legally, you know, clear a gate, I might try, but it's got to be full-on legal with written permission and all that stuff. But I would love to actually try some stuff out there, but it is what it is. I'm just going there to cover the event, enjoy myself. I got Steady Spin. Kevin is going to be there with me, so should be a lot of fun. Kevin's got something really awesome planned for his SCX6. If it happens, I'll be surprised because it's going to be awesome if it does. Brandon Reed, hey buddy. Plenty of Wales. We got the Hobbywing Fusion in. Nice. Nice. That Hobbywing Fusion really done awesome on that RebelCon. Really did. Well, of course, it runs well in everything I put in. I put it in the TRX4. I put it in all kinds of things. It actually runs really good. You got the Rock Bouncer. I'll bring the Rift and all that, depending on how late do the bouncers run into the evening. And the reason I ask is because I've got a pretty good ride to get back to where I'm staying at, then just to turn around and come right back in the next morning. So, TJ, thank you for watching my videos, buddy. All right. Commander A. Astig. Had a pizza earlier. We put in a homemade crawler. Okay, okay. I'm in Wichita. I did do some work on the red X-Maxx up there today. I've got about 8 or 9 videos I got to try to edit and get put up and uploaded and all that stuff. So I definitely got some videos to do. I did the hang on. What is this? PR Racing. I put their heavy duty springs on it because it's got the wide kit and all that stuff. The 1.75 to 1 rear and 1.65 front springs. So it's definitely a lot stiffer, dampening. I already had 80 weight oil in it, so good to go there. I want to change my ESC motor on my Max V2. Scott, I like my Castle stuff. I really do. Like a Monster X and a decent 2000, 21, 2200 kV motor should get you going well. Nice. Yeah, I got some family about 1.5 hours away, Crawlers and Customs, so that's kind of probably where I'll be going. But I do appreciate that. I really do. Awesome. You got that shirt, RC Daily. Love my Rift. You helped me decide on my ESC. Nice, Elijah Willard. Thank you. Robert Lola. Thank you, buddy. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Guys, up here, we are starting a bouncer. King of the Hill comps. King of the Hill comps. Okay. That should be a lot of fun. Man, getting those rifts and stuff up those hills is awesome. Outcast EXB with XLX2. Ooh. Brandon, I tell you what, the Outcast EXB and XLX2 and 1100 kV, that is a strong running system, let me tell you. Oh yeah, killed a Max 5 apparently. I had to replace it with a Castle Monster X8S. And I think the Monster X8S actually got more juice than the Max 5, believe it or not. It ran really good after that. And that was in my orange X-Maxx. Major roads, yes. The extra daylight makes a world of difference. I've been trying to knock out as many videos as I can because I know we got some bad weather coming up. And also that ditch out there that I showed the Sherp in a little while back. I've been out there in that thing with a machete, the weed eater, or the trimmer with a saw blade on it, cleaning that thing out, because that's going to be an awesome like mud bog ditch. I think it will anyway. And I also took my little backhoe and I did a diversion to make the water go around this other area where I've like my dirt piles are. And man, that had like filled up with water. Like, dude, I need to get my mud truck fixed. That Mega Bouncer, yeah, that's what I need to get fixed up so I can take back in there. It looked pretty good. It really did. Justin Colpitts, your diff gears. I emailed you. I probably need to check that again. Justin Colpitts, you sent that by email? Oh, I see something. Let me see. We got it going. Okay, this is probably going to cause a lag. Oh, I see your diff gears. Yeah, they're pretty bad, dude. Probably going to get some lag on the videos. I'm trying to. Yep, you got those. Venom's got some new gears. Hopefully, I'll be able to get some because China had to shut down for a week due to a brand new strain of COVID. Wonderful. Yeah, Justin, those gears are toast. I don't think you're going to get much more use out of them. But you can close it back up and just see what you got. How hot is it in Florida today? I think it's about 83, 84 where I'm at. Yeah, Sherps, Scott Donahue. Sherps are really, really good, especially in the swampy terrain and all that. But on hills, they really have an issue with hills. But when it comes to like swamp nastiness, yeah, them things go. They just go. But a snow plow. Gotcha. Nigel, I do not think we're going to see anything for the SCX24s. I know in the past, Arthur has told me that he's just not interested in trying to make those tiny parts. So, and speaking of tiny parts, it's not exactly tiny. I believe I showed this to you guys last week, but this is the motor mount for the Losi 5B, in which I ran that. I got to get that video set up. That thing is awesome on gas, and I'm telling you, if the electric conversion, which I have planned, which is pretty darn awesome, let me tell you, if it does not completely run great, I'm putting gas back in this thing. But this is his motor mount right here. Check this out. This is for the Losi 5B. It'll probably work for the 5T, and I'm talking about the 5IVET, the big ones. So this is the conversion that he's got. He's working on battery mounts and all that stuff. So once he gets all of that figured out, I'll start doing this. Should be getting my new motor soon. It's going to start with the typical Castle 800 kV XLX2. And then I found out I was sent a link. I forget who it was that sent me the link to it. About this 70 by 120 millimeter motor. 70 millimeter diameter. I'm like, oh man. So I got with Arthur. I found out because his mount comes with a rear motor support right here. Now, this right here is pretty neat. You pop this out. It fits the 70 millimeter motor. So everything is set up for that big motor. This is going to be awesome. Now, the big motor, the 7120, according to the specs on it, it only shows about 100 and, it shows 200 amps and 12,000 watts. So it doesn't appear to be mega super, amp hungry or anything like that. Possibly the 800 or the 1100 kV Castle might be more amp hungry than that one is. So that should be a good, smooth running motor that holds its temperature as well. And that's what I want. Something that's not going to just go crazy, with amps and heat and all that stuff. I want it to be nice, smooth, something I can put a few different batteries in and have fun. Oh man, you guys got me all talking on this thing and I missed all your comments and all that. Okay, there's a show. What are your plans for the Ramnator electric conversion? You know, Steve, I wanted to do my own thing, which would have been from, I forget the name of the guy. He does stuff. He's not in America, though. Crash Jack, Crash Man, something like that. Johnny Crash or something like that. I wanted to do a motor mount to put twin XLX2 systems in it with twin 800 kV motors. That would have been awesome. But I think I'm just going to have to go with a regular kit for $1,300. You know, just simply do that, bolt it in, and go for it. And if this new big 70mm motor will fit the chassis, which I'm pretty sure it will, it might be a nice setup. 680 kV. I believe that conversion kit's only 500 kV, so this will be actually faster. Should be able to handle the weight better, all that. So time will tell. I'm not sure exactly. I'm not sure exactly what I'll end up with, but it'll be electric or something. Shirt. Kenny, hey buddy, get a shirt with a wheelie bar on a servo that you can raise and lower it. I might be able to do that. I have a few spare channels on that Dumbo RC radio. Be interesting. Brandon Reed, I did not see that video, but I did look at it, as in, you know, like, oh man. So I haven't had a chance to actually watch it. I saw it just a few minutes ago, but hopefully I do get to see it. 53 horsepower electric. Curious if the axles and all survived on that, like the ring and pinions and stuff. Let me see. Assad Sultan. Oh, I did see another comment. A guy asked if I had any 6S Arma stuff. I do have some 6S bulkheads in stock. Assad Sultan, yes sir, I do. If I have what you need, it goes out the next day. Maybe to see that Ramnator conversion, Scott Donahue. Yeah, I'm waiting to get it. Haven't even ordered it yet, so I'm really waiting to get it. Bluegrass RC, hey buddy. 19 just get the normal. If you're not doing comp and you're just driving around on the dirt with the 19 Mudslingers, Matt Harris, just get whatever you want. Have fun. The harder compound will actually hold the tread up better. RC Daily, as far as the TP motors go, I want to get one of the 1600s or something like that, the short size one, so I can replace the 1100 Hobbywing that's in the orange X-Maxx. I think that would be a nice upgrade. But man, that thing runs really good as it is. 1250 kV. Okay. A TP motor for the Ramnator? I don't know about that. The Ramnator is so heavy, and my experience with the TP motors that I have, unless they've got I guess a weaker, a softer, a more efficient wind or something, they tend to get hot pretty quick. Assad, no sir, I do not have a website to buy. What you need to do is at the top of this in the pinned post, I got my email address. Send me an email. And at that point, we exchange back and forth and I'll show you what I got. And we set up payment and all that stuff. Thank you, Ricky. Scott Donahue. No, sir, I don't have a store. My email address is in the pinned post. Send me an email with what you need. If I have it, we can discuss prices and all that stuff, and then I'll get it shipped out the next day. Any big plans for the Sledge? Well, speaking of the Sledge bagpipe killer, yes, I do. I had my hopes up for the Servo, but apparently it was way too slow for Kevin Talbot, so he changed that out. Kind of disappointing. I really had my hopes up for that Servo, you know, with the new gears and all that. Maybe it's torquey and it'll be all right in a crawler. I had my hopes up for that Servo. As far as the ESC and power goes, it looked like it was plenty strong enough for all of that. As far as a comparison with the Creighton 6S, I have ordered a Creighton 6S EXB, and hopefully I'll have that in time for when I finally get the Sledge, which I don't get things early. I just don't. So, picking that up on the 31st. Hopefully, I'm taking a vacation day and all that. So, hopefully I can have at least something up by noon on that very day. And then get out there, do my driving and all that. I mean, once Kevin gets it and bashes it, we're all just kind of following the leader, you know, kind of hanging around down at the bottom of the barrel, you know. But I'll still do my thing. And I'm planning on some interesting comparison videos between that and the EXB that I've got. I got some things planned. It's going to be a lot more late nights. Creighton versus Sledge video. Yeah, I think I've got a stock 2050 kV motor in the Mojave now, so I can take that out. I don't have a 6S ESC, so I have to borrow one of those as well. And there'll probably be a Castle ESC on that, but I can at least get a motor in there, you know, and then we find out, or I just use the pinion gear that come with the EXB, because it does come with pinion gears, right? I hope. I've never had an EXB. Woods Unknown. Hey, buddy. Hey, Exo, I keep blasting diffs out of the X-Maxx. It's stock. Where do you get the upgrade? Are you breaking the ring and pinions? If you're breaking the ring and pinions, the biggest thing is to turn your driver mod on. Basically, it's don't land under full throttle on a backflip. Just before you come down, hit the brakes. Don't shock load your whole system, because it sounds like you're landing really hard on the throttle and just shock loading everything and breaking them up. So a little driver mod goes a long way in saving money and parts, let me tell you. Reefs 500. I've actually got a 500 somewhere around here. I bought it and it came in, and I forget what I was going to do with it, but I've got it around here. I need to figure out. I guess I'll just save it. Looks like Halo Chiefs is on for something here. It's timed out. Okay, what is going on with Halo Chiefs here? Where is Halo Chief? Why is everybody being timed out off of Halo Chief? Remove moderator. All right. Okay, it appears Halo Chiefs I have no idea what's going on with Halo Chiefs. Chainsaw. What is going on here? Halo Chiefs. Who is and how does that work? Okay, I don't know what is going on with Halo Chiefs. It appears Halo Chief is going on the rampage here. Yeah, Houston, we have an issue here, don't we? He is, how do I get to all my moderators? Manage moderators. Let me see what I got going on here. Something just happened. Who are my moderators? Halo Chiefs. Remove. All right, I just had to remove a moderator because I was getting, everything just got completely turned off. I just removed Halo Chief because he was just putting everybody in timeout for 300 seconds. Let's see if everything comes back here. Okay, it looks like everything is coming back. I'm not sure what happened. Halo Chiefs just decided to go crazy, putting everybody in 300-second timeout. So I just removed him as a moderator. Okay, so I guess everybody's coming back here. That was weird. So I still have RC Daily as moderator. Let's take a look and see what we got going here. Yeah, right now all I have for moderators is RC Daily and Justin Old Redneck. So maybe all right, here we go. Nope, Major Roads was timed out. It was still I'm not sure what the whole Halo Chief thing was, but maybe that'll be taken care of. Now that was weird. Not sure who Halo Chiefs was. Maybe that was Bob's. I'm not sure, but anyway, it looks like questions are coming back, so we're going to keep on going here. That was really odd. All right, Moto Cannon, you drove one today. I'm not saying I drove one today, but I drove one today. Well, what did you do with it, Moto? Did you do some backflips or something? Sledge a beast. I hope it's a beast because I'll be getting one. Not going to be cheap. Yeah, I don't know what happened to RC Daily, but it just started going nuts, so I had to get rid of him. Doing an X-Maxx motor upgrade. This is Mike. What steering servo should I get? Well, any servo you put in there, other than the factory one or the 285X or 2085X, you're going to need the little Traxxas adapter. Did you see the video where I put the raw 500 in there? So that is still running really good, by the way. So Reese raw 500 Power Hobby 729. You're going to want a direct power servo. You don't want to do a, no. You want a servo that plugs into the receiver and does not require direct power. So don't do a direct power. I misspoke on that. The direct power ones have the little JST powering it off of like a direct battery. You don't want that. So, yeah, get just a raw 500 or 729 from Power Hobbies. Just about any of those type servos would be fine for the X-Maxx. Doing X-Maxx motor upgrade, yeah. Mike, yes. Yo, Joe. It's very refined over the eRevo out of the box. Just from out of the box setup. Nothing you can see Revo, but alignment is totally needed. Yeah. Yep. My Revo, I still have some work to do to that. Got to get that going. No, Scott, we had a rogue moderator or something happened, and it just started putting everybody on 300-second timeout. Sorry about that. Kev bent his sledge chassis, but dang, you sent it to the moon. Yeah, it wasn't that bad of a bend. I mean, it was a bend, but it wasn't that bad, you know? So, yeah, Brandon, you're back. Yeah, now, the thing about the Holmes motors is you got to make sure you get the right one. If you get one with like 5 gears, then the output splines are a little bit offset. They're not where the normal servos like what we generally run. So, yeah. You got to make sure you get like a good 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, like a 4-gear servo, not a 5-gear. Scott Donahue, yeah. What's up, Chris? He bent it, but it still drove. Yes, it did. What up with that spur gear, Moto? You think there's going to be any upgraded spur gears like what they've got for the Max or X-Maxx or something? I mean, I think Traxxas is going to do the upgraded spur gears, probably upgraded diffs and all that stuff. I mean, I would think so. Now, to me, RC Adventures of 555 is going to be too slow. Super strong, but I think you'll find it to be a little bit slow for the X-Maxx. It's getting it now. Yeah, and also driving. Seth Schuler, hey buddy. So have you ever, Glenn, have you ever thought about getting a Red Cat E10 for something different to tinker with? Buddy, I am at probably 63 RCs because I'll get the Sledge at the end of the month, and I should have the Creighton EXB at the end of the month. I just got the Losi 5B. I got another one over here in the box to mess with. I've got like 63 or 64 by the end of this month. I'm going to end up having to clean out my shed and start a storage area for some of these things. I've almost out of room. The bedroom, I've got things in the living room and the dining room. My wife has a little trail to walk. No, it's not that bad. But anyway, I got RCs all over the place. I'm not going to have enough vacation time at the end of the year. I don't think to do a drive-all event. I'd like to do one, but I just don't know if I'm going to have the time to do that. Because it could be 75 to 80 vehicles and then the normal daily. So we're talking 120 to 130 videos in a month. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that. So I don't think I'm going to be able to get that. I have Ryan Jarvis. I have not seen his new video yet. I saw it pop up, but I was too close to doing the live, so I was unable to watch anything of it. Yeah, well, RC Daily Traxxas already has a bunch of stuff for it, in all honesty, but the driveline. And I'm sure the aftermarket is going to be all over it. I'm sure we'll be seeing Vidavon bulkheads for it, different parts and pieces. I mean, it's all going to be there. It's all going to be there. Out around 124 RC cars, Earl Moorhead. Jeez, dude. I'm barely a beginner compared to you. Scott. Generally speaking, about once a year, we do like a big swap meet. And on the vehicles that I have that aren't really relative anymore, and I think I've got one that I might be willing to get rid of, but it's, okay. Dang it. More interesting news. But anyway, when it comes time for me to sell something, that's when the deals are usually pretty good. And the one that I'm thinking of selling, believe it or not, is the Bomber. That one almost seems outdated and irrelevant in modern RC. And when things get to be that point, I generally, I'll take the Mamba X ESC, the slate motor out of there, and I think it's got a raw 500. I can put that into something else. Maybe that'll be the servo I put into the Sledge. I messed up sometimes. I call it sludge. I don't believe it's going to be a sludge. Robert Loloff, what's up for this Sunday? This Sunday, if weather is good, I'm opening up the Exoplex again. So definitely going to do all that. It'll be a December picture of all. RC Daily, yeah. Man, I mean, those videos I did for the last December drive all, they were simple videos. Just, the intro, show it, go drive it, come back, and outro. Simple, but man, that was a lot of videos. Just a lot of videos on that. Let me see here. Speaking of servo speed, when you read specs on most boxes, they show milliseconds and such, like 0.08 milliseconds. What is a really fast speed using that scale? Well, usually 0.08 is pretty quick. When it gets around 0.11, you can tell that they're slowing down a little bit. And like 0.16 is pretty darn slow. I think the 555 is in the 0.2s. So the fastest servo that I've got is a Reef's Alacritus 300. It's got a 0.04, I believe it is, speed. It's stupid fast. I mean, it's faster than you can flip the steering wheel back and forth and let it spring back and forth on a Futaba 4 PLS. It's fast. SCX10 Glen. SCX10 III Gladiator. It's a good truck. It's a good truck, buddy. Monster truck. Wants RCM2. Video makes it work. Josh, I think the Sledge is a great new platform for Traxxas. And the reason I say that is this platform, think about this for a second. The driveline, which is max rated, that's better than the Creighton's. That's a whole lot better than my Arma Mojave disc, okay? You take what's already there. All you got to do is stretch it out, and now you have something to go directly against the Arma Mojave. Boom. But with a better driveline, probably better suspension arms. I mean, just the possibilities are endless. You take that same chassis. I'm not sure about the wheelbase on it, but heck, make that wheelbase, put some e-buggy style arms on it, and now you got an e-buggy. Take that same chassis, stretch it out a little bit. Well, no, it already is truggy size, but you can take the e-buggy, and now you have something to go against like the stunt trucks. You know, the stunt 1/8 trucks. Or you can get crazy. I would love to see this from Traxxas. Would love to see their version of, just call it the Sledge 8S. How awesome would that be? If you had a Sledge 8S, like the Creighton 8S, only full Sledge, but with X-Maxx driveline and all that. How awesome would that be? Golly. I'm already about $11,000 spent in this hobby this year. My goodness. I'm going to, Traxxas is going to get a lot of my money. They're already getting quite a bit. My most expensive purchase this year was the Ramnator, though. So far. That was $4,000. All right, let me see here. Get it back up here. What's up, brother? Gary's here. Gary's an awesome bastard. In the videos with me and the guys doing backflips and all that, the one that does like 17 backflips in a row and then 2 or 3 front flips, that's Gary's. Yep, he's got that bad X-Maxx. That thing is awesome. Moto Cannon talking about it. Heck yeah, man. The Exoplex, what I'm missing, I have a hard time finding bash spots. If you're in the Jacksonville or North Florida area, the Exoplex is my backyard. That's where I do a lot of my videos at. And open it up, I got a track back there, got a driver's stand, got crawler areas, all of that stuff. So, oh, I'm missing a bunch of comments. There we go. You want 2200 motor for the X-Maxx. 2200 kV motor for the Max. I thought about putting a TP 2200 kV on my X-Maxx, that 4.2 long one, but I'll probably end up breaking the shaft on it. Michael Marshall, what do you think about RC four-wheel drive servo? Buddy, the ones I've had, no. You're a 20 kg off of Amazon is just way better. At least the RC four-wheel drive servos that I've had. You don't see me showing off RC four-wheel drive servos, right? There's a reason for it. Want to run 2.2s. What gearing on a TRX4 Sport and 2-speed? Well, big balls. They come with the, all right, you got a Sport and a 2-speed. The Sport has a 39-tooth spur gear with a 17-tooth pinion gear. The 2-speed comes with a 45-tooth spur gear and an 11-tooth pinion gear, as in out of the box. Personally, I would start with that. Just start with the 11-tooth. But you can go down to a 9-tooth pinion gear with the 2-speed transmission. Or if you put the 45-tooth spur gear out of the 2-speed into the single speed, which is locked in first gear, by the way, for the TRX4 Sport, you can actually get that same gear ratio there. All right. 4K. RC, you guys wait till you see my 2 Ramnator videos done. Man, I did some shock work. I took a 3/32 drill bit and I drilled the piston holes out. Now the suspension moves. Like before it would hit and bounce. Boom, it absorbs it and goes now. So much better. And I also did another video where I ripped the swimming pool apart with it. It was just one of the little small plastic pools, but it was awesome. You guys will see that. I got to finish editing that. With any luck, I'll have like 8 videos to upload for channel members tomorrow. I hope. Yeah, got a lot of editing to do. We got some bad weather coming in over the next few days from what I was told, so I'm trying to get all my driving stuff done. That way when it's raining, I can do the install like the RPM stuff on the eRevo or something like that, you know? Because I can do the installs in here while it's raining outside. Get all that done. Hey, Bustnut33. What's up? Yeah, Gary, I've already got the Long Can 2200, but it's got the 5mm shaft. I'm not going to do it. It's still in my UDR, the Long Can TP motor. And it's been on 8S quite a bit, so I'm kind of surprised that rotor hasn't come apart yet. Doug Burrell, thought on the new Trailfinder 3. I'm not getting one. I just don't have any need for it. I guess it's neat for scale driving, class 1 type stuff, but yeah, I don't need it. RC Daily, yeah, the 15 kg Amazon servers will be an upgrade for RC4 drive. You got that right, buddy. If you had to do away with one, what would it be? Crawlers or bashers? So if I had to get rid of like an entire line of vehicles, I'd probably get rid of the bashers, because the crawlers that I've built, they're mine. Bashers, you buy them, you buy parts for them, and you bolt them on. When it comes to crawlers, you can build those. You know, that's what's so nice about crawlers, and it's more you and how you want your crawler to be. So I'd probably keep my crawlers. Slammed the X-Maxx into a tree, broke the C-hub and lower arm. Not a big deal. Just look on YouTube. There are videos how to change those arms. I'm not sure if I've done one of those recently, but I may have. If not, there are other videos out there that'll walk you through it. It's pretty simple. The new TF3 is another disappointment. That's kind of what I was wondering about myself. Was it full of water, the pool? No, I did not put it full of water. I'm not so sure that I want to actually get that thing dirty and muddy. Dusty is one thing, but muddy? And the reason I say muddy is that water is going to go everywhere and go all the way down. So, no, I did not fill the pool full of water. I'm just getting here. Can you start over? Discovery RC. Well, it was going kind of slow. And then we had a rogue moderator that put everybody on 300-second discount or 300-second timeout for a while. And I had to get rid of that moderator. And here we are. Man, we went from spammers to a spammer moderator. Yeah, something happened to his account somewhere. Putting a 27 Polar Probe in Gladiator 2.2. 2700 Polar Pro. Start with the stock pinion gear. Brian Young, just start with the stock pinion gear and see what you think about it. 2700 is pretty awesome. Perry Walls, SCX6 worth $1,200. For me it was, but if you really get into the SCX6, buying it is the cheap part. I'm still holding the springs for the X-Maxx, by the way. If you would share the crawl wall. I asked if you would share the crawl wall. Crawl wall. What is the crawl wall? Like all my crawlers? Oh, did you guys see the tire test video today? That was pretty interesting. All right, yeah, see, I've got to look at that RC Sparks video. Got to see that thing. Maybe when I get done with this tonight, I'll be able to watch that one. TF2 box up fine, rip the stock up. Terrible, yeah. Yeah, I don't know where RC four-wheel drive is trying to go. I think they had a awesome legacy years ago, and I think a lot of it is they're just riding on that legacy. Their vehicles aren't getting any better from what I can tell. So, but regardless, they are what they are, right? Oh yeah. Yep, the big test ramp. Okay. Yep, I did that one, and I've got part 2 done. I just need to finish the edit on that one. I recorded part 3 today, so I've got to get all of that edited together. Then I got to go through, read all the comments, because I believe the ruptures are going to be taken out, and then those will be like at the end, you know, like a challenge at the end. But anyway, it's going to be interesting. I got too many to edit right now. What I do is I do all these stuff, so like during the week, if I want to just come on and watch TV, I can actually watch some TV. What is the best MOA for the money? Bullhead RC. Depends on what you want to do with that. I mean, you could go super cheap with like the Danchi, or like what Josh just mentioned, the Bully 2 is probably your best bet in all honesty. Major root. Well, RC Sparks has just changed his pattern. We didn't even touch our video from this past Sunday. I made some video from Sunday. I got 2 of them that I still need to upload. Gotta wash those crawlers and retry them. Man, I tell you what, I didn't wash any of those tires. I just simply put them on there and went for it. I was really disappointed because the crawlers are like probably my #1 go-to tire for a competition vehicle, and wow, that was crazy. But yeah, the ruptures are probably coming out of that since they're not even legal. But I may put them in at the end just to see how they work. But yeah, those crawlers, man, I was, really disappointed in those. I really had my hopes up for them things. But I didn't want to wash them or get into any of that. So just simply wanted to bolt them on and go for it. So that's exactly what I did. Do I have an Arma Granite by Luniversal? Yes, so can you please suggest a good shock oil? I do not have an Arma Granite, but it's possible some of the guys may comment down here for you, give you a good suggestion. Bagpipe. Oh, I've had Thor go up it several times on the Proline trenchers, the 2.2 trenchers. That's went up it. I mean, I've had the J Concepts go up to the top, and that ramp changes. I mean, it can be like, you know, like today's video, everybody's struggling. Tomorrow I could go back on it and they'd all go to the top and it would just be a race. It's weird at how that rock and that concrete and all that changes really bad. That's why when I'm out there doing that, I got to do it like right then, right there. I don't want the humidity to change in the middle of the test. I don't want, you know, I can't control the clouds, but I try to keep the temperature, surface temperature, and all that the same. So try to control the variables so it's as even as possible. And even if they're all coming up short, you know, they all have the same conditions to get that. So the top 2 will still move on. So hopefully when we get to the end, it should be pretty good. I'm really looking forward to the end of that one. Like I said, I've got the second part done, sort of. I just need to finish it, put that up, and then I got the third part to edit. And at that point, then we go back to 6 tires, the top 2 of each of them, and those are all going to go head to head, and then we'll probably throw the ruptures in there just for the heck of it. Speed. Yeah, the man, I like the crawlers. Like I say, they're one of my favorite ones, but man, it just Brian, I have no idea. Sometimes it's like the video I done today. I went out there and I actually brushed some of it and hit it with the blower before I ever started anything, and they were having a hard time getting up it. But you guys will see that on part 3. Not that I'm in the blower or any of that stuff, but sometimes I do have to prep work some of the rocks and stuff like that. I'm wanting to build an incline ramp crawl wall, and if you could share with me. Oh, you're wanting to see how I built that. I almost did a video on building that, but I really had no idea what I was doing, so I did not video the build of that. Just basically, like to try to get the transition in, I still got the joints in there, you know, with the blocks and all that. Basically, like at the top where you do that bend right there, it's up against it, and then about a 1/2 inch spacer at the bottom, and just kind of let that go all the way up. That was what I did on that one. The top one, I kind of went a little bit under 1/2 inch to kind of give it a little bit more of a smooth transition on the up of that. I agree. RC Daily. I did change the channel a bit. Blue Sledge. Well, Ike Master, bring the blue sledge on because mine's going to be red. I got to look at the colors that's going to look best on video, in all honesty. I did the green Mojave years ago, and I put that out in a field of grass. Couldn't even see the darn thing. It was just gone. So, yeah, I learned a lesson on that one. Have you tried J Concept Scorpios? You know what, Keith? I had a set of Scorpios, and yes, they ran good. I think I sold those at the USTE this past year for like 20 bucks on wheels. I think I sold them because I looked everywhere for those tires, could not find them. Because I think they probably would have ruled today, in all honesty, the way the tread is, but I could not find my Scorpios. Yeah, Scott, you got that right. Big balls. I love bashing at 50 plus miles per hour, but crawling changed the game at 2 miles an hour. What shock oil do I prefer? Big balls. Usually stock shock oil. I mean, really, like these right here, these drives, I've got 10 weight oil in these. Look at that, 10 weight oil. So they are, I think that's going to be fine, you know? I mean, I think I tried 60 weight in one and it almost didn't move. So that was a little bit too much. Claimed injuries for years, poor guy. You are what you eat. Doesn't RC Sparks have that intestine issue? I think it is. Thank you, Bagpipe. Appreciate it. If you want to sell those ruptures, RC Daily, there's a set of ruptures. I don't know where this guy's got them at. They're all the same picture on eBay. But man, these things go for like $85 and $100 for a set of 4. I'm like, geez. And I really wish J Concepts could get some tires back in stock. They just seem to have been having an issue with that for, what, a year now? Trying to keep tires in stock. And when they get them, they just sell out. And in all honesty, their prices are lower than everybody else's too. So, yeah, great tires. Whiny RC. West New York RC. Man, I think when COVID was really going, as I understand it, my local hobby shop had people waiting outside. I guess people were getting all that COVID money and just going wasting it, I guess. I never got any of that money. I don't think. There were a couple little stimuluses I got, I think. Rick Smith motor and ESC for Element. Well, it depends on your budget, but heck, 1080 and a Holmes 10-turn Crawlmaster Sport 550 or the ISDT with the same motor. That's for Rick Smith. I'll give crawlers a try. Crawlers are awesome, man. It's just the craziest thing where like 0.2 miles per hour is too fast. It's awesome. Snarf, Crohn's disease, that was it. I used to know a guy local back when I used to off-road for real, and he had Crohn's. And he lived a pretty good while, but it wasn't a great life, though. So, and it finally got him. I think he was 30 when it finally got him. Sewing machine. Never thought about sewing machine. Well, that doesn't make your O-ring stick. I've been hunting like crazy for them, but $80 more set is all I found. Right. What do you use to keep the shocks from leaking out so fast? Should I flip them upside down because they are internal spring shocks? Brian, I don't have any internal spring shocks. But if the cap seals pretty darn good and the O-rings are leaking, and if it'll fit upside down, that might help you. Plus, if you run with your shock all the way down like this, if you run upside down, that puts the piston down into the oil. So in case your shocks are running low, and if you're running like that, you'll be outside the oil, no dampening. 10 WD-40 in your 10-2 shocks? That's interesting. Now that is really thin stuff there. All right. Congratulations, Josh. I guess everybody needed a hobby and they were getting the money and just spending it. Bullhead Arson, what advice would you give to a brand new club just starting out? Make your number one rule, fun. That's all there is to it. If you guys can't go out, compete, have fun, go out to dinner and tell jokes and have a good time, you're doing it wrong. You got to have the fun. That's got to be a number one thing. You got to have fun out there. That's what this hobby is all about, in my opinion. No, I agree, Scott. Trying too hard to be cool in midlife crisis with no common sense. Oh, man. HR Puffin Stuff. North Florida RC Outlet. They're over there by, I want to say Jack's Navy. NAS Jack's. That's where they're at. Sub Chaser Road, I believe, is the road that they're on, right across from NAS Jack's off of 17 here in Jacksonville. Go there, man. They are fully loaded. They got all kinds of stuff. I run the cars fast, lots of compression and loading, and no hut hurt. I'll never level off. Hut hurt, butt hurt. If you wreck, laugh. If it breaks, laugh harder. If you've watched some of the videos, we'll park at X-Maxx where a landing area is of a jump and say that's your target. See if you can hit it. That's the kind of things that me, Mark, and Gary do. Sometimes we actually hit it. But we have a lot of fun. We really do. And then when me, Mark, Gary get done bashing or whatever, we find us a restaurant and the fun just continues. If we happen to get a waitress that has a good sense of humor or a bit of an attitude that can dish it back at us, man, she just gets a bigger tip. That's all there is to it. We have a lot of fun. Those are usually our Thursday nights, so which is coming up here in a few days. Usually it happens once a week. Matt, what's the biggest money pit. I'm kind of thinking my most expensive RC is about to be the Ramnator. That's what I'm thinking. When I paid $1,300 for it. It's about a $5,000 truck. I paid $4,000 for it. The electric is $1,300, so that'll put me at $5,300. And then when I do the rear steer and 4 Beast 2000s, yeah, you're talking what, $6,000 or $7,000 for a single truck. But it's going to take me some time to get that. Oh, and for those of you that did follow along and heard me talking about the lawnmower, I got that too. Except that's 6 months no interest at Lowe's. So I got 6 months. I'm going to have that thing paid off. Side note, what do you think should be getting the Bix? What do you think should be the next big change in RC in terms of technology or design? Andromeda, technology or design? I figure in a few years we're going to have a replacement for LiPo batteries. LiPo is kind of a precious resource. It's getting exposed as the LiPo lithium mines and all that. You know, I got a feeling we'll have a much different battery here in just a couple years. Just my thoughts. Brushless motors will get more efficient and more powerful. Tire compounds will get stickier but last longer. I think it's going to be a gradual thing, but I do believe that LiPos are going to make a big jump here in a few years. Oh, 8090 gear lube, Mitch. That stuff stinks so bad. Sean, you're here. Did you comment something I missed? Matt, my money pit is the Rift. The Rift is, yeah, the Rift can get it. Absolutely. But, yeah, I think my most expensive vehicle as it sits right now is really a toss-up between the DBXLE and the SCX6. I want to say both of them are around the $4,500 mark. I recently done some more Vidavon on the DBXLE. So, so yeah, it went up a little higher. Have I done any no prep racing? The only no prep racing I do is when I go out there to the track and the buddies are there and we put anything on the track and have fun. I don't do the no prep drag racing. It's interesting, but not quite for me. But will it be dependable? Okay, Matt, I need a refresher on that one. Batteries always evolving. Yes, absolutely they are. And I believe they're going to continue evolving. Biggest regret in my RC life? Not starting this channel sooner. I was into RC. Probably a good year and a half, maybe 2 years before I started with the 2017 Traxxas Defender. That's kind of what started the channel, sort of. That's what kicked the channel off. So I wish I would have started the channel sooner. Cub Cadet. Oh man, $600 for that? You got a steal. Mine was like $3,700. I got a big old Craftsman with a 24 horse, not the Kawasaki, the Kohler motor, with the Kohler motor on a 54-inch cut. That thing is wild. Yes, RC Daily, LiPo can be very dangerous. You've got to pay attention to it. If you mistreat your LiPos, it's going to mistreat you, and it'll probably win. Is there a good place to crawl in the area that you know of? HR Puff and stuff. You asked me about the local place in Jacksonville. I'm out in Middleburg. I'm a little ways away, but I have a crawler park in my backyard, plus a track I call the Exoplex. If you watch my videos, a lot of them are done right back here. So, and if all the weather is good, this Sunday I'm going to open it up. So if weather's good, Sunday will be open again, and send me an email. The pinned comment is my email, so I can send you address or whatever. all that stuff. Josh Williamson, you have 2,400 in a Creighton 1/8. Okay, does that make that Creighton 1/8 hold up to a sledge? I had to. Is it finally strong as a sledge now? The 18650s are actually good cells. They're actually good cells, man. What do you think about the Proline Hyrax? I've used them and they're okay, but I don't own any of them because they weren't really all that impressive to me. Major Roads, all right. Well, saying your RAM will be dependable. The Rift, every time I take it out, something breaks. My Rift holds up pretty darn good. Might be all that Vidavon stuff, but it holds up pretty darn good. I've done some really stupid things with it and had some really horrible crashes. Let me see. Rift building in the making. Thought maybe 2.9s for SCX. I don't know why you would want to put the 2.9s. They're way too heavy for the Rift. I don't know why you would do that. Well, Atomizer, when you have a track, now you have jumps to cut around or jumps to maintain. You got to rake them, you got to show them, you got to put the dirt back in place. So, yeah, having a track doesn't exactly make your yard work less. It could be a lot more, in all honesty. This will be my first full summer with that track back there. The track was pretty much put in fall of last year, so... And I actually hope to get some grass on the track. The reason is it helps against the washouts and all the rains. So I would like to get some, some root in there. In all honesty, I really would. All right, Jay Burris, going to try to make it to Beat the Creek. Heck yeah, buddy. I'd like to meet you. I'll be up there at Beat the Creek as well. Mir, Exoplex is like RC heaven. Exoplex is awesome, but I'm here every day, and it's just work for me. I mean, and I say that in the best way, because even though I have to maintain the track, I've got to watch out for washouts when it rains. I got to look for the puddles. I got to make the necessary adjustments. It's awesome when I get to open it up on a Sunday and seeing everybody out there enjoying it. You know, the crawler stuff. We had a huge crawler crowd this time. So partly because the track was kind of wet, really wet. But the crawler guys was there. We had a blast out there, man. It was awesome. I brought Thor out. We ran Thor. I ran SV2. And I think I ran something else, but I'm not sure. It was just fun to run, man. Really. I see mad potential, but stock doesn't hold a chance in my build. Well, Josh, if you were close, I'd run with you just to see if I could keep up. Give us some specs on this $2,400 Creighton. I want to hear about this thing. That's a ton of money in a 1/8 scale Creighton, man. I mean, really. It's about average for like a 1/5 scale Creighton. I don't even know what I got in mind. I'm probably well over 3 in that. But this all comes with time, you know. It's not like I just buy the vehicle for, what, $1,000 and then dump another $2,000 into it right away. It takes time, part by part, piece by piece. What do you think about companies selling 6S RC cars for $600 plus now? RC Daniel, I think they're pushing the market. They're trying to see just how far they can go. And I think at Horizon, the Losi, those sales that they just put out on the Losis, I think maybe Losi has reached that limit. So they had to put that sale out to start making some sales. So, but, you know, every so often in every hobby, they push the price to test the market, you know. And you look at the, like the $800 Sledge. That's a chunk of money. That's a lot of money. The Creighton 6S is about $200 under. The justification is if you don't have broken diffs, if you don't have to change all this stuff, if the chassis holds up, and if all of that stuff holds up, in the end, the Sledge is actually cheaper than the Creighton because you didn't have to put all the modifications into it. But still, I mean, heck, the Fire Team was $750. It was $805 to the door. So $805 right there. Yeah, they are. I think they're pushing it, and in some ways they're really cutting their own feet off, you know, because they're keeping a lot of people out of the hobby that just can't swing that kind of money. So at least that's my thoughts on that. Basher Brigade, I would love to see a full Vidavon crawler or a full Vidavon vehicle of any kind, but you can best bet that's not going to be cheap. Not even a little bit. But that would be pretty darn crazy. Yeah, Josh, I would love to see this thing, man. Oh, yeah. There it is. That's what you sent me. I got it. In fact, I opened it up today. I did a little finger test on it. It is good. It is good. Yeah, I can't wait to get up there, all or none. I think we've had a couple of G-made bombs out there. They do pretty good. Your belly button is your old mouth. You have a point from the early days. A-Main has a coupon code for next month and you get A-Main lottery ticket with every order. I usually order from A-Main about twice a week. I spend a bunch of money with A-Main. It ain't even funny how much I spend on them. Man. Yeah, and the thing about it is the $1,000, they raised the X-Maxx price, you know, another $100. Did they update anything? Did they at least update the hubs to the bigger bearings? Oh, in my orange one, I've got the RPM front hubs, and I got a nasty clicking when I turn now and put it under load. Not sure if it's a cracked wheel or two, or the hubs, or something like that. George Mitchell, Vidavon is on eBay. There are a few dealers. I am one of them. At the top in the pinned post is my email address. Send me an email. If I have what you need, we settle the deal and it ships out the next day. Yep, RC Daily, got it. Traxxas Sledge almost up there with the X-Maxx. Yeah, it's almost $200 under where the X-Maxx is. But the X-Maxx went up $100, so I'm talking about current pricing. But yeah, when you start talking $800 for that, you look at everything else around for about that price, you're like, man, you know? But I will tell you this, it's easier to carry that and move that vehicle around than it is an X-Maxx. And I've got two X-Maxxes. Max 6. 49.85. Reese Raw 500. Let's see, where's the Sledge? Well, Dave, I'm sure somebody in your area is going to have a Sledge soon. If you're in my area, you're welcome to come by. We can go hit the track. I will one-handed race you just to see what we got. RC Daniel, I do A-Main points too, and I believe I'm up to $75 again for the last 2 months. God, I haven't spent $7,000 with them yet. I don't know. I might have. I don't know. Spend way too much. Way too much. I was told years ago that when you get a channel and the channel is successful, the RC parts and pieces and all that gets cheaper because like they want to send you free stuff and all that. Well, let me tell you, nothing is free. And this hobby is not getting cheaper. Not for me. Not at all. Wish it was. Platinum member. Yeah, I've got to be at Platinum. I've got to be there. I haven't I haven't even looked at my membership thing, but I believe I've been platinum for a while now. Yeah. And also, if you guys use my affiliate with AMain, it's actually a 5% affiliate on that. So that helps out the channel a lot when you guys use the AMain. When with the Horizon, it's 4%. And eBay and Amazon is around 1 to 3%. So nothing, you know, they're a couple $100 a month off of them guys. But AMain, that's the better one. Chat Small, Max versus Sledge. Of course, but my Max isn't stock. So it won't really be like, you know, box stock Max versus a box stock Sledge. George, the Sledge release date for all of us normal guys is on the 31st of this month. What do I charge to run the Exoplex? $10 admission. And you can race, you can bash, you can crawl. I even have power out there so you can charge. So it's all open. I do not have the Z01. I don't have any on-road cars, actually. I was doing a point with Horizon Hobby, but they barely got anything. Yeah, I might have some decent points because I had to get the fire team straight through them, and then I got my LMT straight through them. I'm not sure if I've ever cashed that out. I think I've got about 20,000 points there, which I think is only good for about, what, $20 or something? RC Legend at Horizon. Man. Can't pay to buy someone RC car. Channel links again. Thank you, George. I really appreciate it. 4K deep into my X-Maxx. Yeah, you can do that. I mean, I think that one way up there has got to be close to 4K. Those are Venom beadlocks. They're $100 per wheel on that thing, and it takes 4. Okay, the new X-Maxx. Okay, so they did at least update the hubs. Thank goodness. I'm probably going to have to buy the front hubs because the ones on my orange X-Maxx, not that one has the Venom hubs and all on it. They've got to click when I turn. Yeah. So everybody said not to buy the RPM hubs for the front hubs for the X-Maxx. I bought them. So if they are an actual issue, at least I can now say, yes, I had this, that, and whatever issue with that particular hub. So not having the hub before that, you know, I couldn't really say, because when people ask me about a vehicle or a part or piece or something like that, if I've never had it, it's kind of hard to give an opinion when you've never actually had the part, piece, or vehicle. What's a good, affordable servo steering for the Max? Well, if you replace it with the factory stock one, because the way it bolts in, you can get the little adapter. And at that point, heck, man, put a 25 kg servo from Amazon in it. You know, that's probably plenty. It won't be like a raw 500 or something, but it should be plenty enough for it. If you're not having issues with a stock servo, leave that thing in there and go have fun. At what point do you become your own hobby shop? I do have a bunch of stuff in stock, but my God, I was watching Kevin Talbot's video and he walks down. Dude, I think he's better stocked than most hobby shops. No kidding. He's got just racks of parts and pieces, like when he did the big surfboard looking Creighton and Outcast 8S thing. He just went down there, grabbed a whole new 8S, boom, popped it down, cut it up. That dude's got, man, I cannot imagine. Take a tour of his place, would be amazing. Didn't Radio Shack have the Lobo? Basher Brigade? Didn't they have the Lobo? I had that one, I think I did. the 380 motor, I believe is what it had in it. All right, Josh. Oh my God, 100 a wheel. Yes, George, it is. That's expensive. There must be a bigger delay in the comments and all, because I know I talked about that a little bit ago. Okay, let's see here. I want to try something. Get this right here. Start the timer. First person to post the number 10. I want to see how long it goes here. See how long the delay is. Just the number 10. I'm just curious. Whoa. Okay, so it was about 5-6 seconds. Never mind. All right, guys. I've got enough 10s now. I've got enough 10s. We're good. Holy moly. Okay, so it's about 10 seconds or so. Okay, that's pretty good. That's not too bad. Is the Reese 99 Micro able to be used for dig? Yes, I use it for dig in several of my vehicles. Hey, South Florida 24. Emma. Hey, girl. How you doing? All right. For Aloha. Venom wheels for a Max. A thing yet. I'm not sure if he has any wheels for the Max. All I know are the ones for the X-Maxx, and they have the hub in them so that you can use them for other fist scales and stuff like that. Chad Small, best servo for the X-Maxx. With the adapter, I've got the Raw 500 in the orange one, and I'm really thinking about buying that Pro Modeler with the adapter and all that stuff to put into the big red one up here. But that comes out to just under $300 for a servo with the adapter. But I'm hearing great things for it, you know. So those that have it say it works great. I would hope so for $300. That's the servo with the adapter. That's the best servo option with the adapter and all that stuff for it. All right. Nice. Picra gold member. Gold member. I saw 10, 20 seconds before you ask. Okay. Sub RC. How many times should I change? How many times should you change your servo in TRX4? Well, if you put a good servo in there, you won't have to change it anymore. What are you changing it out with, and how are you breaking the servos? Doug 10. Well, you got it. 0 unless it breaks. All right. Whew, boy. Catch a break there. That was pretty wild right there. I mean, everybody was just going at it. Do you have an axial XR10? I do not. Who makes a nice set of aluminum wheels that will fit the SCX10 III Gladiator? Well, I've got some Vidavon 19 bead locks, and I've got them in stock. Picra, thank you. Yeah, I've got the bead locks in stock. These are the ones I have. 19. Those will fit for you. And these are the Proline Crawler tires, which, although they didn't do good on today's video, still a top tire in my opinion. Really like that tire. Really standing grave digger toy. Oh man, Chad Small, you got that little grave digger. That thing is awesome, isn't it? Man, just pop it, boom, right on up and go. That thing is awesome. Ah, man, I love that little truck. I actually gave mine to the grandson, or just gave it to the family, and I ended up having to buy another one. That thing was just awesome. Yeah, George, you're actually pretty nice. Show the vid on B. I believe you guys, Brian, you're talking about the B-locks I just showed, right? So, what do you think about the Ford Raptor Baja Ray Mint 400? Haven't looked at it. Haven't really messed with it. Old question. VS410 chassis, good to build off of. I think it's a good stout chassis. Some of the guys say they bent it. I know it's kind of a heavy chassis. Should be pretty good to build off of. I've got Justin Kopitz with a 10. Yeah, buddy, we've already got that. But yeah, I've got the Phoenix right there. I've got the other 410 on and everything. What's a good 1.9? It's run with Capras to reduce the overall width. Team Garage Hack are your wheels for the Capra. I believe they're around 120 a set for those. I've got 3 or 4 sets of them on various trucks. Brian Seidlers, how do I get a hold of me on Facebook? Well, are you on the Exocaged RC Facebook? I've got that one. I'm also on First Coast RC. Whenever I open the Exoplex, I usually post an event at First Coast RC. And so I get that set up and post that. Robert Loloff. Oh, silver member. Thank you, buddy. Heck yeah. I tell you, I'm getting enough members now that I got to start doing some different content. I need to. Just got to get the time. Time is tight. All right, so yeah, Brian, get with me on Exocaged, Joe Collins. You'll see me there. Is TRX 6 good for beginner crawl? The TRX 6 is absolutely awesome, Pekra. It really is. Great truck. Dublin, do you have, yeah, I got quite a few on the Vanquish Phoenix. Quite a few on it. Different ways to use the dig, the overdrive, and all that stuff. So, yeah, I got quite a few on that one. George, not everything cool is from Florida. No. I'm down here in Florida thinking everything is cool everywhere else. I guess it's that grass is greener on the other side thing until you get there and then you realize it's not. It's just more dirt. RC Daniel, do I have any nitro? I do not have any nitro. I've got 2 gas right now. And you guys are going to love this buggy. Oh my God, that thing is awesome. When I do the electric conversion on that, if it isn't awesome, I'm putting it back to gas. Simple as that. Okay. Well, I'm the only admin on the Exocaged page. So if you just post a picture of your vehicle or something and just tag Joe Collins or something, I should see it. Where is the channel members link? When you look at the description, if you look at that, let me see. I don't know if I can get this without causing a lot of lag. But if you look at the channel, if you look at the description, scroll down, there's a link where you can do the channel membership and all that. Basher Brigade, no, I have not ordered the carb yet. I did take the stock carb apart. Took that loose, cleaned it out, and now it's working really good again. Basically, oh my God, my finger got stuck in these springs. The throttle deal had some grit into it, so it was kind of hanging. But I ran it pretty good bit yesterday. Yeah, awesome. But anyways, there needs to be X-Maxx class racing. When you go to a Sean Larman Bash Fest event or a big truck bash, we have it. Absolutely. Yep. Click the join thing, Pekra. Got you there. RC Daily, yeah. The Venom B-blocks are actually pretty darn good. It was. I'm sitting there like this, and I'm trying to get it loose, and I was literally like trapped in a triple spring. Yeah, because I got the other one over here. Might get all 4 of them in there. X-Maxx springs. Oh, that ain't looking good. Ooh. Okay, I'm done with that. I'll be lost some finger skin on that. Zarek, I really doubt we're going to get a nitro sledge. I doubt it. Alrighty, Major Roads. Catch you later. 5 a.m. I got something. Let's see. What do I have? I don't have much in stock right now. I've got... Tomorrow's video is going to be the big block Corally Chronos. I put a 1650 kV in the Chronos. So yeah, now using the Basher Queen carbon fiber risers for the transmission. Now in the last live on last Tuesday, when we finish this, I usually sit here and watch the comments, just to see if there's anything question. And one of the last comments was Basher Queen about the risers to do that. So I found them on eBay and boom, got them ordered. So I got the 2mm riser and the 3mm riser. And what's crazy is my eBay name is not Exocaged, nothing like that. I ordered the 2mm and I sent a message to see if I could get the 3mm one on top of it. I need to buy it or how that would work. Well, they cut me a deal for $5 for the 3mm one on top of that, right? And she knew who I was. I'm kind of shocked at that one. Was not expecting that. X-Maxx finger trap, yep. Dublin 24. Do I paint my own bodies? Yes. And when it comes to a basher or something, I just spray bomb it. There's no need to go crazy because I'm going to tear them up. My crawlers, sometimes I will take some time on those to actually, try to make them look halfway decent just because I know they'll be around for a while. RC Daniel, I don't see any new nitro out of Traxxas. I just can't. I don't see it. Grass is green where it's watered. We get a lot of water in Florida. Maybe it is greener here. Heck yeah. All right, so we got 30. It's 8:30. We got 30 minutes to go. I guess so. Liquid sunshine. Use shoe glue and drywall tape. I've done that before. It does help to elongate the body, but it doesn't keep it. Especially on like an X-Maxx, you're still going to break the back of that thing. You're going to break them. That back end is known for breaking, and it's going to continue to break, in all honesty. We do another black painted bodies. I rarely do black color on painting, but Thor has got a black and silver paint job. Mjolnir has got just regular silver. Because really, if I do the wrong color of paint, it's really hard to make it out. It's hard to tell there's a vehicle there. So doing videos, you generally stick to the more brighter paint jobs to where it actually shows up better on camera, in all honesty. Gotcha. Ben Hop, best upgrade for element trucks. If you're talking about like the Ecto, basically a good motor and ESC, and you're good. Simple as that. Oh, George Mitchell found it right straight to gold member. Heck yeah, buddy. Tomorrow, I'm hoping to have quite a few of them up. If you look in the channel, if you look at the channel content, if you scroll down, there's an actual members only area where like all the member only content is listed. So hopefully if I can get some stuff edited, put together, I'm hoping to upload 3, bug came in here. I'm hoping to upload 3 to 4 videos tonight. So when I get off of here, I'm going right into editing. So yeah. All right. Smoking a pancake. George, thank you, buddy. Thank you for supporting the channel like that. It means a lot to me. It really does. It really does. Yeah, I got 2 more of the tire tests to get done and posted. Maybe I can get one of those done tonight and get posted up for the members, the part 2 of this. I'm going to try to get that done. I got to take some notes as far as the distances and do editing, put the little pictures in there and all that stuff. So, where's Salmonator? He is outside somewhere. He was actually here when I started, but he came walking through and went right out the back door, so he left. There's a single bug in here, and that thing is annoying. All right, cool deal, Brian. Yeah, post that up. What upgrade shaft for the associated SC10 4-wheel drive? Edwin, I don't have that vehicle, so I don't know what to tell you on that. I wish I could have all the vehicles. Geez, I don't have enough room in my home for that. My wife would really get mad. She really would have a pathway to walk through where all the racks and all are. I'm trying to keep it out of the general area. Yeah, it's getting difficult. Basher Force Runner, you handed one-handed driving at some point. Basher Brigade, man, I've been driving one-handed way a lot. And what you guys, hopefully you guys do realize, at least those that follow the channel and see it and all that. I mean, when I'm doing laps on the track, that's one-handed. I'm going to get this bug. I need to give me some chopsticks. Catch him like that, Danielson. What editor do I use? I use iMovie on my iPhone. That is, yeah. Let me see here. Yeah, Corley Big Block is going to be tomorrow. Let's see what I've got to edit. I've got a track day. I've got a, oh, did I get him? I got the bug. I got tire test 2. The tracks, I put brushless power in that. The 5B, awesome. The Ramnator, I got another bug. The Ramnator with the shocks, the Ramnator with the pool, another Corley Big Block video, and an SCX10 with tracks, not counting the orange X-Maxx video that I need to get put into the editor so I can start editing that, because in the orange X-Maxx video that I'm working on, you guys can see all kinds of clips right there. I've got the, oh man, I got a story to tell on that one. Good Lord, bug, I'm going to kick your butt. But in the orange X-Maxx, okay, I put the Bauhaus 8mm drive on this thing. Put that in there. And I was rolling it like it wouldn't move. Now, granted, this is all off camera. You're just messing around, because a lot of it does off camera, believe it or not. And I kept having a bump. I'm like, what is that bump? I don't know where it came from. There is a single ball bearing that was on the spur gear in that X-Maxx transmission. I pulled the cover back off, got the little ball bearing off of there. It seems to run okay, but I don't know where that came from. More than likely, there's a bearing that is blowed up somewhere in that truck, but I'm not quite there yet. But anyway, I put the pinion gear on, which is a 45 tooth gear from Saga Customs. Put that in there. Then I took it out and I kept blipping it a little bit. I'm like, and I do mention this in the video, and it was just, when I hit full throttle, it would just bam and cut out. And then the Max 5 would reboot. I'm like, okay, well, maybe it was a battery connector problem. All right. So I brought it back in, resoldered brand new battery connectors on there, even changed the batteries. I mean, I had the 6600 CNH, so I put the 5600 CNH, same thing. Okay, let's try the 8000 milliamp CNH, same thing. Okay, that's not the issue. came back in, went to my bin. I had a Mamba Monster X8S ESC. Okay, wired that up, put it in, went back with the 5600 milliamp Cnhls. Perfect. So had nothing to do with the batteries. I took out a Max 5 ESC either today or the last run. I did notice a little bit of a weird feeling on the throttle with the Max 5 on the last run with that truck, but okay, it still seems to run okay, but today did not get that job done. And I'm not sure where that, oh, I see it, Max 5 sitting over there. Yeah, it is gone. I'm gonna get this bug. Oh. Man, my back porch light. Okay, I need to stop hunting bugs. Anyway, my back porch light, man, I opened that door up the other night. Oh, like 100 of them things came in. Florida, we got bugs, a lot of them. Okay, now I've got to, man, every time you guys get me off on a tangent talking about something, it's just like, oh man, I get all messed up. But anyway, I thought you comping one-handed a few videos ago. Yes, I do comp one-handed sometimes. There you go, Daniel's like, yeah, I'm gonna give you some chopsticks. That'll be awesome. Exocaged gets a bug with chopsticks. The one-handed driving thing is a pain to video. Not really for me. I've been doing it so long now. Just drive one-handed. My right hand is like a gimbal. It just automatically follows. Most of the time, I'm watching the vehicle. This hand just kind of follows along. I guess I've done it so long now that it's a well-trained gimbal. And this is my well-trained driving hand. Now, a lot of times, that's a lot of my choice in radios. I got to have the good ergonomics for one-handed driving. So, and the GT5 is really good for that. All right. How you fix the T-Rex for it. Now, Black Venom, in the brushless video with the Traxxas, it's actually a lot better, but it's stretching the track. What I'm planning to do is put some real flexible cable through like the big bars that go across, little pinholes using my little hole punch, and actually run a cable and actually belt that thing. I think that'll get the job done. I think. But I got to put it in there and then set it up on like a wire terminal without the coating on it. Put them in there, crimp them, and then we'll solder the cable. So that's the game plan. Hopefully that'll keep these things from skipping. Because I tell you, in the brushless video that I did with that thing, it done really, really good. Except for the skipping. Really good. Really impressive, actually. Really. Are you really going to use a bigger wheel to tighten the track? No, I'm going to try to do the cable thing on it. 370Z. I'm around the corner in Novato. Okay, I'm not sure about that one. Joe, what do you think of the Venom LiPo batteries? They were good for me, but they didn't last as long as some of them. And I would not buy Venom at all right now because Venom's dead. Venom has closed up shop. So personally, Venom does have some good products, but I would avoid them if I were you. They have closed up. Done. Do you own an RC four-wheel drive? I do not have any RC four-wheel drive trucks other than the Carbon Assault, and that's a monster truck. That took a lot of stupid mods for an $800 truck. The SMT10 for like $350 or $300 or so, way better deal. Like $800 for that thing, and I had to put, that's probably a $1,500 truck. Once I got it to even survive. But anyway, jump the max and kill that bug. I'd probably put a hole in the wall. Maybe scale model tank tracks. The ones I have on my my little scale tank, they wouldn't take the abuse of this. Put a $10 thumb attachment on my GT5. Yep, I print them out and use them on all my GT5s. Hey Joe, did you get the package I sent? You might have answered, yes, I sure did. It is right there. That is the sauce that I got from you. And I did a little finger test on it. Yes, it is good. It's very tomatoey, at least from what I could get. So I got to like do something with it. But yes, Sean, that was it right there. Is Duramax on-road tires any good? Joe 370Z, I don't know. I don't have any of those. All right, so what do you think about the Traxxas versus tires? The Traxxas have a place. Soft sugar sand, snow, mud. The Traxxas, these aggressive Traxxas, they rock all that. They do awesome. In the rocks, however, tires rule. So what do you... yeah, Sean, I can see all your stuff. I'm not that blind. I can read the lowercase. So wait a minute. Is it the sauce or the pasta sauce? A salsa sauce, I believe. Hino Brown. Do you know anything about the Leopard Hobby motors? Hino Brown, I don't have any Leopard Hobby motors. But I hear great things about them. So I would have to think they're pretty good just from what I hear about them. I just don't have any of them. 25. Wow. So you took a 25 years off to get back into the hobby now, Brian. This was a major shock, wasn't it? I know when I got back into the hobby, lipos were just coming out. Brushless stuff was mostly uncensored. And you never, ever wanted to put that in a crawler, but times have changed. This stuff is progressing like crazy. Basher Brigade, what do you prefer, four-wheel steer or dig? Ooh, that is a tough one. They both have their perks. I would have to say four-wheel steering because if you use it correctly, you can maneuver your vehicle in all kinds of crazy ways. Dig definitely has its points, though. Being able to get that front end to hook and just drag the back up without the back flipping the thing over, that's pretty awesome. SV2 rock sliders. You're talking about the sliders I have on SV2, which is, I don't even see it back there. Oh, it's over there. I did not put any rock sliders on that. I used the Proline cliffhanger body, and all I did was bend the body under like this. So the body actually is the sliders, and that works pretty darn good, in my opinion. So it does not have any sliders on it. Right there, Black Venom says the Leopard Hobby Max 5 clone is better than the actual Max 5. That's rare. Unless it has a different firmware to it or something to make it operate smoother or something like that. Yeah, Black Venom. I hear a lot of good things about the Leopard motors. Missed him again. Man, when brushes first hit the hacker system, I remember the hacker systems. I think so. I think they were about to go away, though. When I got back into it, with a crawler, with a Venom Creeper. Actually, that was my crawler. And I thought it was awesome, you know. But it was, it's dated. Reef's done stopped in. Hey, dude, what's happening? Man, you guys ought to check out some of the servers if you haven't. Yeah. Dublin 24, it's back. The hacker systems are back, Dublin? I don't know that I want to mess with them. I know I'm going to do a budget two-wheel drive basher series soon. I'm going to go on Amazon and just order the cheapest of the cheapest stuff. Just absolute cheap stuff. So, just to see what I can do with it. I think there's a brushless system on Amazon for like $35. So I'll get something like that. I'm going to get the 8S Creighton EXP. Was thinking of the Max 5. The Max 5 in my 8S Creighton runs fine with the 800 kV. No issues. I don't know how I managed to kill the one in my X-Maxx, but it's not happy. Not happy at all. I had to put the Castle Monster X 8S in there. Shouted back into ORC from way back in 1987. The bug. I know that bug is still here. Damn, we got to go back to work. Yep, Lyle, I got you, buddy. We got about maybe 13 minutes to go here, and I'm going to close this one up so I could get back to editing, set up the big block Chronos video for tomorrow. Yeah, and then 5 a.m. I got to get up and go back to work. I hope I can get rid of this job this year. Just do this full time. Man, that'd be awesome. My buddy has a Lego apartment. His wife kept throwing a fit, so he rented a 2-bedroom apartment. Keeps all of his stuff there. A Lego apartment? First kit to my grasshopper, then frog. My first kit, I think, was the 4-wheel steer circus. Some kind of circus monster truck, I think it was, I put together. Joe, does Reef Servos have a servo the same size as the Max servo? Their servos are standard size servos. When it comes to that, you'll need the adapter. You'll need the little plastic adapter. It's like $10 from Traxxas. Basher Brigade, ever think of doing an old school Clodbuster build? Have you not seen my Clodbuster videos? Search the channel for Clodbuster. I got one. And it's got lights all over it. It's got the billet wheels off of eBay. It's got it's got one ESC, about 3 or 4 BECs, light controllers, all kinds of stuff. 4-wheel steer, you name it, it's got it. Sort of the stock motors though. I did not want to put big motors in it. But yeah, just search the channel. I've got lots of Clodbuster stuff on here. I've used a lot of Amazons. Don't buy RTR kits that much anymore. Just buy parts and Franken build. Yep, I know that. I know it. Yep. If I just resend the X-Maxx. Yep, I did do the resend my X-Maxx. Yep, the Raw 500. 58 113. That 113 or that 1050 kV has a really good reputation, Hino. Really good reputation. That XLX2 is going to push it really good too. Hornet, the lunchbox. Yeah. The lunchbox you had, was it Vanessa's lunchbox? Anyway, the one I've got is the Midnight Pumpkin. But yeah, I bought the chrome body one. I had to have that. And that was recent too. This year. Which pitch do you prefer in your crawlers, 32 or 48? I'm good with either of them. If I have to choose one or the other, like if I'm custom building, then I'm going to go with 32. But Thor is 48 pitch. You know, no issues at all. So yeah, both of them are good. Okay, on checkpoint cut me off. Back when doing 50 mile to a matrix. Push the engine through the firewall. Broke my hand. Oh man, that would be horrible. Have you ever done, I'm going to get this bug, I swear. Have you ever done any real crawling in a 1-to-1 silent J-Date? Yes, I've done that for about 20 years. I built a truck. It had Pro Rock 60 front, ARB with RCV axles in the front, 4-link with airbags front and back. It would raise and lower a foot. All right, it had a PSC full hydraulic steering. The airbag system worked. It wasn't just for show or getting stupid. Pick up the front end of a diesel Hummer and drag it around. Pick up the front end of a Suburban. Pull that around as well. Good God, this bug is horrible. It had 44 swampers. It had 46 claws. And when I finally took it down, it was 43-inch swamper SXs on 17-inch Hummer B-locks, which I welded up and put together. Yes, I've welded, I have fabricated, I have done all kinds of things. I've built motors, 203, 205 gearbox, doublers front ends, rear ends, had a rear 14 bolt with a Detroit in it, all kinds of stuff. So, yep, I have done off-roading in real life with my 1-to-1. Oh, I got him. I got him. Success with 8 minutes to go. Okay. There was some seasoning I made in there too. As far as the sauce tastes, yeah, I'll cook something with it. Maybe I'll be able to get it this week. Good budget brushless ESC motor combo. I've had some Surpass stuff, and I thought it was pretty good. Nice watching the Claude videos tonight. Yeah, I believe I did videos that are old now where I actually did the build on it as another. Okay, these bugs are getting crazy. My back door might be open. Nope, I don't know. 24/7 wasn't. Yes, my eyes, mine. In my TRX4 Sportage, I believe I've got one of those Surpass Ghoul RC or something like that. The brush system was only good to 2S, but I've been running 3S on it just fine. So I just turned 10, big internet, all my nitro stuff. I got some real stuff. All right. You need to order one of those salt blasting bug shotguns. Man, I tell you what, I would have salt all over this place. It gets bad during the summertime. During the winter, man, it's beautiful. Winter in Florida is just phenomenal. So everybody that comes down for USTE is here for the best part of the year in Florida in February. It's just beautiful weather here. Just awesome in February. You start getting into May, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and some of December. It's rough down here. It's rough. Go outside to try to get a video. You try to put a fan on you or something in the shade and just your eyes are burning and all that. Yeah. Just, it's rough in the summertime. All right. Yep. I got about 6 minutes to go. CK Hobby Shop, you're here. If you guys don't know who CK Hobby Shop is, he does some awesome scale work, and then he drives the heck out of them. It's like the Karate Kid watching you chase a fly. Yeah, that darn bug came in that back door somehow. My first car was a Falcon. I don't know. I did my first RC car was a little Radio Shack Camaro. I remember taking that apart and not being able to put it back together. I also remember the first time I drilled a hole in my finger too. I was in there working on something, talking to my mom. I had a little bit, just the right size for like a Tamiya plastic screw. So like a 2.5 millimeter. Man, I'm sitting there drilling and boom, right through. You can see where the bit almost came out the top of the fingernail. My mom about fainted. Yeah. And then I also learned about electricity, and that when you're working on the vacuum cleaner, don't spray WD-40 trying to oil the motor while it's running, because that electricity will go up the stream of the WD-40 and will get you. Learn that lesson a couple times. I also learned that you put a 9-volt battery to your tongue to check it, see if it's got power right. Don't do that with a battery pack. Yeah, a lot more amps. It hurts. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, man. A strawberry festival? I've never been to one of those. Robert, I can tell you right now, if I was to ever win one of these big $100 million lotteries, I would never leave 70 degrees. I would have like 3 homes. I would travel with the seasons. So I'd be up in like North Dakota, right on the border or something, you know, for the summertime or something like that. And then move back down to Florida for the winter. Yeah, I would do some traveling. Basher Brigade, upcoming videos. I've got some Ramnator stuff. I got Losi 5B. I've got another Traxxas video. Another big block Corley video. I got 2 X-Maxx videos. And hopefully by the end of the month, I'll be able to start getting up some sledge videos. Really looking forward to putting those up. Yep, South Florida. Yep, I'm hoping to finish about 3 or 4 of them tonight and let them upload while I sleep, because my home internet is really horrible. And if they get uploaded while I'm sleeping tonight, I'll set them up for members first thing in the morning. There's a big off-road scene here in Florida. When I was doing off-road for real, though, if I built my truck from mud, then, you know, I'd have been in mud heaven down here. But I built mine for the rocks, so I was going up to Tellico. Then Tellico went through this thing with the Trouts Unlimited and all this, where they got scammed, and then the loggers came in and logged everything. And, well, anyway, that was all past history on that. But anyway, Tellico was just phenomenal. Yeah, guys. So, all right, so we're about to wrap this thing up. We got just a couple minutes here. So, when you guys comment, like at the very end, I do generally sit here and watch the last few comments come through, because there's a little bit of a delay. But, guys, it's been absolutely awesome. Welcome to the new members. Welcome to you guys that have upgraded. Absolutely phenomenal. In the bottoms of the videos, there are links that you can use to become a channel member. So that's how you would support the channel directly, like that. Using the links in the description, stuff like that. A-Main, eBay, Amazon, Horizon. You know, those are affiliates. So I get a percentage off on those, and that helps me get all this stuff. I mean, heck, I've probably spent well over 10K so far this year on the hobby. You know, with the Ramnator and all the things. Heck, so far this year, I bought the Fire Team, the Ramnator, Losi 5B. I'm going to be getting the Sledge, Creighton 6S, and I believe there was something else that I recently picked up. So, yeah, the stuff is not cheap. Jellicoe, Tennessee. I went to Jellicoe one time. Man, it was that like a rock quarry area that they had some stuff set up, but they were kind of working it. They weren't there on the weekend, but I did go to Jellicoe one time. Yes, I did. I believe I was there for a magazine shoot back in the day. So anyway, yeah, that was a long time ago. I've been in magazines. I've been on Extreme 4x4 TV with Ian. He actually covered one of my events that I put on in Morris Mountain, Alabama. Southeast Top Truck Challenge. So I put those on. I've met Robin Stover, Toby Lavender. They actually came down and competed in one of my events. So, yeah, I've had all that. It's just awesome. Yeah, it's been absolutely awesome, guys. Can upgrades identified as SCX10 be used on the SCX10 Gladiator? Yes. Same axles, same transmission as far as I know. Everything is the same. Just a longer wheelbase and different body. Maybe the body mounts and stuff like that. I've had 4 1-to-1 rock crawlers with Dana 60s and ox lockers. Never had the ox locker, but I've had quite a few ARBs. Detroit lockers. One of them was a lunchbox locker. I set up Dana 44s, 49-inch, Dana 60s, 14 bolts, the 10 bolts, 12 bolts, even a dump truck rear end. I set that up as well. So I've set up a lot of axle housings. And so Heno Brown, dude, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that. Thank you so much on that. If you guys aren't on the Facebook group Exocaged RC, that's you'll find me pretty easy there. Jeremy, I hope I don't spend 100K this year. I mean, I'm hoping to have a cheap month next month. But next month is also the scale nats that I'll be going to. Should be all right there. Should be all right there. And then I've got Beat the Creek right after that. So hopefully I have a couple cheap months. Just parts, pieces, doing installs, runs, you know, testing tires and stuff like that. So, Yeah, I don't need to have a 100K RC year. Unless I make 100K, that's a different story. But spending 100K, that won't happen. I'm not Kevin Talbot. That guy probably does. Oh man, can we run 1/16 scale on dirt trail? On dirt track? Sure, it's been done a few times. What kind of tires are behind you? Top 4 shelf. The paddles? Those are the Power Hobby belted sand paddles. I believe that's what you're looking at. Set of 4 top shelf with the lines on it. Yep, those are going to be the I don't know. There's only 3 of them up there. Or to the far right, that would be the J Concepts ruptures for the 2.2s. Yep, $20. That's easy. Melonic, I did get to see that today, and that was pretty awesome. All right, guys, so we need to wrap this up so I can get back to editing, so I could get the big block Corley video set up for tomorrow, get all my links and all that stuff in there. So, guys, it has been absolutely epic. Thank you guys for, like I say, channel members. That's phenomenal. Using the links, that's phenomenal. The new members, thank you, Hannah. Hino Brown, thank you very much for that. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this because I got to get a lot of stuff done. Guys, it's been absolutely awesome. And I'll still be here to catch all the final comments and all that. So, anyway, guys, catch you guys later. Thank you all for being a part. I appreciate it.